What's up, folks? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Based Ghouls, new NFT that's absolutely been on a tear in terms of like volume. The floor price has been rising pretty steadily, so I want to actually have a look at this. Before I do, I update the spreadsheet. The first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel. And you invested $100 into each of these when I release videos, and you're still holding that crypto, be in profit for around 12.5K. Obviously, after like many retracements in the bear cycle. If you want to see the coins that I own, you can come check out Copy My Cryptos, where I share everything I buy and sell. Is obviously where I'm going to be sharing those bear cycle investments, those ones that I think can do a 20x, a 40x, a 50x, a 100x. Exactly like I said with Phantom, which even now, after all these retracements, is still up 64 times from when I did the Udemy course. So if you guys want to see the coins that I think can do those massive gains, all you have to do is click the link in the description and check it out. Let's have a look. So Opensea at the moment is sharing the last 24 hours of volume. So obviously Goblin Town's done significant amounts. Other Deed continues to do massive amounts, but their floor prices are huge. Now, Based Ghouls is actually what I was having a look at. Based Ghouls has done 510 ETH in the last 24 hours just on Opensea. And the floor price has risen steadily. So I wanted to take a look at it. So when we actually look at Based Ghouls, in fact, let's go on here. So consumed in the destruction of Moonbase, summoned anew with the occult technology of financial power, basedghouls.com. And they run through sort of what they're about. So they said we rugged ourselves of the first 420 ETH volume of trading, but 6.9% royalties have been enabled on OpenSea and have been there for ages. It's always been within the contract. So we want to pay our based artists. So the people that got in on this are from, if you remember Based Protocol, it's this sort of similar team. So we know the website shows not all ghouls are minted. Remaining ghouls are reserved for those who were snapshotted for a rebase mint. They minted on our purposely rugged V1 contract and are therefore rewarded with a 3 ghoul mint, which ain't bad, is it? Buying V1 now will not change mint status. A reminder that ghouls are shuffled and revealed every 66 mints. If you're chilling with based tombstones, they will continue to reveal as those blessed with a rebase continue to mint. So this is a really interesting, different one. Like this is what appealed to me about what was it called? Goblin Town. Just a really different approach, and that's what Based Ghouls have definitely got in the way that they're talking. And you can see there's been a bit of hype and a bit of there's a lot of people on Twitter starting to talk about it, particularly in their Twitter feed. Their Telegram group is really good as well, very, very active and engaged. So if we actually take a look at Based Ghouls, if we organize by price, actually no, we'll organize by rank. So we can see in the last few hours, there's been some big ranked Based Ghouls that are bought for decent money. These are not small amounts of money. 44% of an ETH, that's still about $1,000. 42% of an ETH, that's still thereabouts. 38.8% of an ETH. And these big ranked ones are going to end up going for huge money. You can see it coming because they're already doing these sort of the prices have already been steadily rising over the past sort of 24 hours, and we can see from the sort of half hours that we're getting a somewhat of an upward trajectory, and I can see a lot of these going for big money. If we actually take a look and see what what's listed, so some of these look quite good. A lot of 666s, interestingly, but yeah, a really different approach, something we've not actually seen before. In the way that they're engaging with the audience, the way they're talking. Some of these prices are, insanely high. Just wondering if any of these are the top ranked ones that we saw earlier. I don't remember seeing that. Maybe I did. 18th. Let's go back. So did we see that? Because I wouldn't be surprised if any of these big boys. That's not quite that one, is it? No. Just wondering if any of these have been listed on the. Let's have a look. Let's go back by ranks. Oh wait, okay. So that one's 6 minutes ago, 42nd rank. That one's. So these with the beams. Let's have a look because beams are easier to spot, I think. There's beam. So the same one. I think that's the same one, isn't it? Yeah, it looks it. Yeah. So already listed at 14 ETH. I wouldn't be surprised if it went for 14 ETH, to be honest. I've not seen the red beams one that just got bought, but to be fair, it just got bought, so I imagine it's not going to be up yet. Yeah, some of these prices are very, very high, but this is a really again, it's a different approach. What and captured people's interest in Goblin Town was the sort of different approach in the way that they engage with the audience. I do like the way this team are engaging with the audience. I really do recommend people take a look through the Twitter feeds and the Telegram group because this caught my eye like last night, and it's just genuinely very intriguing. It's a different approach, and the level of momentum that is garnered in such a short space of time is quite impressive. Let's get off that for a second, see if there's. Yeah, so in the last day, 608 ETH. So it's done 510 there and roughly another 100 probably on Rarible or somewhere akin. Very different. Very, very different. And the ones that approach things in a different way tend to have success. Like I say, Goblin Town was the first of its kind in the sort of way that it was doing its advertising on Twitter, the way that it was engaging with their audience, though even just the text. Everything was in Goblin speak. It was a really unusual approach, and that's what actually captured my interest in Goblin Town. Unfortunately, I never got one. That would have been nice. And I didn't even try I should have tried. So maybe with Based Ghouls I will. But what I like seeing is just different approaches. That's how you get engagement. That's how you get interest. That's how you capture people's imagination. As you can see, someone's posted, now I have an excuse to drool over schools as waves of nostalgic, momentic bliss wash away all things unbased. And yeah, everything is all around the sort of based, like I say, based protocol, which obviously went, based protocol went tits up. Akuma just bought some credit. A few followers, yeah. Just very, like I say, very, very different, very, very weird. And we can see that all these people that are obviously artist fans or NFT fans are going, yeah, I really, they like this weird style, which I sort of do as well, to be fair. Like, it's just a bit different. So I wanted to draw people's attention to it because right now it's a pretty low floor at like 11% of an ETH, and I could see this one rising to around an ETH as a floor price if they engage with the audience in a sort of cool and different way, like they have been doing. And I think the Twitter, I think Twitter will be very useful for them if they push on Twitter. To be fair, like I say, I jumped on the Telegram group to have a look, and again, the sort of weird approaches that they've got, I quite like. It's engaging. So this one may be one that has some serious success, but certainly in its initial day, it's done a lot. So I'd be very interested to see how this moves over the course of the next sort of 6 days. because I wouldn't be surprised if the floor price ended up at about 1 ETH. So definitely one to have a look at, guys. Just wanted to draw people's attention. Bit of a different video because, you know, there's a limit to how much you can talk about coins, or the fact that we're in a bear cycle right now and the 20% move is coming. So that's it from me. What do you guys think of the pick? What do you think of their? Have a look at. Well, let me know if you go on the Telegram or the Twitter. Let me know what you think about their engagement. I thought it was a bit, like I said, a bit different. It was one that drew my interest, so I wanted to draw other people's attention to it. So let me know in the comments down below what you think. Like the video. If you don't like the video, like it anyway. It just helps. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification so you know when new content's coming out. And if you are unprepared for your bear cycle, if you are not happy with the research you've done, you've still got time. Bear cycles last a good while. There are a lot of opportunities in this market to make really good profit. Crypto is always that way. Weird. And if for whatever reason you don't have time, if it's family obligations and work and everything else that comes with life, then you can come check out Copy My Crypto. Like I say, it's where I share every coin I buy and sell it, and it's going to be where I'm sharing those bear cycle investments, those ones that I think can do the 20x's, the 40x's, or more. So if you want to see what they are, all you have to do is click the link in the description and check it out. And that's it from me, guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye.